gentlemen, my name is Audrie Ford, coming to you live from the San Diego State campus. Now, as I'm sure you are all aware, this week of competition has been very trying for all of the families involved in the National Invitational Tournament of Champions for homeschool speech and debate competitors. In light of this, the station would like to keep you up to date on what major news stories occurred in the United States while you were all busy traveling from campus to campus in order to keep up with your competition dates. So all of the stories we will be discussing today will be from this week's Tournament of Champions, and these are some important things you definitely need to know, especially considering there are competitors represented from most states here at the tournament. So let's jump right in with food recalls. As I'm sure you are all very concerned about food safety because getting food while competing can be pretty difficult with the time constraints of the rounds. Kraft recalled cottage cheese that was dated as good between May 9th and July 23rd. This includes 1.2 million cases of Kraft cottage cheese products, so please check your refrigerators when you get back home before you crack open that packaging, as it may have been poorly sealed and may contain some contaminants that will seriously risk the health of you and your loved ones. Also in line with the recalls, Nest Labs has recalled 440,000 smoke alarms that may not set off because they have a feature that turns the alarm off when you wave your arms. Obviously, in a situation of panic, this feature turns out to be a bad idea, so Nest Labs have recalled all of these smoke alarms and recommend you check the brand of your alarm before you trust your family's lives to it. Toyota has also recalled Sienna minivans from the 2004 to 2011 production seasons, and the station has been informed that this is especially important for you homeschoolers because they are minivans. Also included in the vehicle recall are Highlander as well as Highlander hybrid vans and the Lexus GS sedans. Now, another very important recall is something that impacts the states of Florida, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Michigan, North Dakota, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and Wisconsin, in which 1.8 million pounds of ground beef products that were contaminated with E. coli were sent to all of these states. So people are recommending, because they can't exactly track which beef products were contaminated, that if you are living inside of one of these states and shop at a major retailer, you just discard any E. coli or any potential products that could be contaminated with E. coli before consumption. And this is actually not bad news for everyone, because Coach Michael Herrera for the Mexican World Cup team said that his team is not allowed to eat beef in the weeks that are leading up to the World Cup competition because Mexican beef has been proven to be contaminated with clarabutrol, which is a performance-enhancing drug that they use in order to make their cows fatter, but it means their players can't compete at the World Cup because they test positive for this performance-enhancing drug. And Mexico really needs to focus on this because the Uruguayan striker Luis Suarez had surgery on his knee, and this player was able to lead to a 31-point lead in England for his country, so he's very good. And now he's on the mend and will be able to play in the World Cup. So Mexico definitely needs to make sure their team is as ready as they can be. Now, when we come back from a commercial break, we're going to be discussing one organization that doesn't actually want to lose things in a situation like a recall. But first, let's hear a word from our sponsors. Who doesn't love a day at the beach? In theory, parading around in the sunshine with a salty breeze blowing through your hair is one of life's smallest treasures. The beach is full of memories. Unfortunately, though, that's all in theory. The reality is a much darker, or should I say harder, truth. Walking with footwear upsets your balance on the shifting sands, but going barefoot is like walking upon fire. I'm here today with Foot Coat to tell you that it doesn't have to be this way. One canister of our aerosol spray-on coating to your tender feeties will leave you numb to the pain of the burning sands. So call us today at 1-800-BURNING-HOT to place your order. Foot Coat is not responsible for any adverse side effects that may occur upon usage, including but not limited to swelling, rash, irritation, and a burning sensation. Now back to our stories. One organization that does not want a recall is the U.S. Navy, because Vice Admiral William Moran said that the Navy needs to retain more female sailors because young female recruits don't have older women to look up to when they enter the Navy. So the Vice Admiral is recommending that women that join the Navy stay in until they are able to mentor younger recruits so that they can make sure they get some seniority established for the ladies that want to help serve our country. In conclusion, this tournament's been pretty stressful. But now our station has caught you up to date on the major news stories that occurred during this week, so you can have assurance you and your family know what happened while you were hopping from camp